Now he's speaking about Bobbi Kristina Brown's drug abuse and how he says it escalated after her mother, Whitney Houston, died. Take a look.
Photos surfaced of Chrissy smoking out of a bong and snorting cocaine on the internet in 2011. Did she have a drug problem?
Chrissy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see her do drugs while her mother was alive?
Socially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what drugs?
Oh.
And by socially, you mean at a party or something?
Yeah,
or
maybe smoke a little bit.
did you do it with her?
Smoke?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But then she started doing other drugs at some point.
Yeah, now, it got really bad after Nip had passed away. It was unfortunate, but that's, at the time, that's kind of the only way we knew how to deal with what had happened.
The entire two-part interview airs this Thursday and Friday on Dr. Phil. A reminder that Bobbi Kristina had died last July. She had already been in a coma for months before they finally backed off her life support. Back with Kristina, Renee, and Jason. Now, Renee, I look at Nick Gordon there. He looks a lot better. A lot better. He's been in recovery. Well, Jason, I'll talk about how much recovery, but he looks a lot better at least.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, this guy has been through absolute hell and back.
Did you interview Nick or Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil. Spoke to Dr. Phil before, but I actually knew, I met Nick and I met Chrissy and Whitney before Whitney died. I saw them all together. I knew them when they were actually acting like they were brother and sister. So it all became full circle and kind of weird later, a couple of years down the track when he is now her husband and all of that. But yeah, he does talk about the fact that he was there and his involvement in the night that Whitney died, and then again the argument and everything that happened the night that Chrissy was found in the
He
hospital.
tells Phil all this.
Yes.
Does he talk about her heavy drug use too? And
yeah, I think that he is going to go into that. Obviously, he spoke about the fact that Chrissy, Bobbi, was doing it before her mother passed socially, but things got really bad after the fact.
It's pills. It's pills, pills, and somebody gave her pills because she was anxious, because she was miserable.
Yep.
He also told Dr. Phil what drugs he was using when they last met last year during that interview. Take a look.
When I saw you in Atlanta, what were you on then? I know you were drinking a lot. What else were you on at the time?
Xanax.
Why were you drinking so much at that time?
I was drinking so much at the time because I could not deal with what was happening to Chrissy. It mentally broke me, you know. That's the lowest point in my life right there.
And if you recall, when I was talking about Prince, I was talking about the addition of benzodiazepines and sleep medications. Xanax is one of the common ones that's added in that becomes lethal when added to an opiate. Jason, he apparently got like he got like 8 weeks of treatment or 6 weeks of treatment.
That's my understanding.
They could need a lot more than that.
No, he's still not able to have the active disease arrested in that short amount of a time. I mean, he's barely.
You think he's in recovery?
I don't know. I mean, he's still, potentially. I mean, I can't judge it after not seeing him and talking to him. Obviously, he looks completely better in the situation that he was in that interview versus the previous one. The previous one, you could totally tell he was intoxicated and barely even present, let alone.
Let's see. Here's some tape of him speaking to Dr. Phil about what he did in treatment. Let's see if there's anything here. Go. I'm
told that you really leaned into it when you were there.
Yeah, rehab was something I needed, and I'm thankful that I got that opportunity.
So he embraced treatment. The question, Jason, though, did he continue? It's the ongoing care that makes all the difference.
Well, that's the first thing that people need to understand. It's not hard to get sober. It's hard to stay sober. The focus comes in aftercare, you know, and that's where the rubber hits the road. After you get sober for the initial 30 days when you're contained and you're in that environment, it's not hard to obtain sobriety when you're surveillance 24/7. It's when you come out, it's like being thrown into the 405 freeway saying, guess which way to go. So your access comes back. It's like, you know, the society today is totally different than it was 30 years ago.
Yeah, and they need that ongoing daily connection to recovering people and sometimes a therapist and whatever it might be, but it's something that takes years to fully
they need to be able to actually buy into their own recovery. I think in today's society, too, you actually have to see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel that you can actually grasp onto and actually, you know, be motivated towards that. Because if it's not motivating to you, you're going to go the other way.